Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see here, I have received the Inart Batman vs Superman, Henry Cavill from, like I said, Inart. I am not going to do a real in-depth review because I received this from a brilliant service from 1/6 Kit. A lot of people use them in the community. Service is absolutely great. You have to wait a little while. Do you know what? I say that, you have to wait a little while if you ordered it last, and I was probably one of the last to order in the time frame. So I got this, a lot later than other people, and obviously the way Inart work, they do send out like the early copies to influencers, fellow reviewers that have got a lot more sort of a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, which I fully back. I think that's fine. You put the work in, you get the rewards of getting the figures early, or in some cases free. So yeah, I got this figure a few days ago, and I just wanted to give you my overall thought on it. And then I'll put it in a few poses, and then I will show you how I am going to display it in the collection. So it comes with 6 pairs of hands for certain things to hold the accessories with, like the relaxed hands here. Now, this is one critique I'm going to make straight away. Getting the hands on is the most frustrating experience I've had with a 1/6 figure. You have to, in my case, I know a few people, fellow sort of reviewers, have said the same, you have to warm them up with a hairdryer or heat gun to get them on. It's so frustrating, guys. Honestly, I cannot believe, look, I might be just going mad, but I know a few people have mentioned it. The holes are all right. I mean, they're not like, like they're not really small, but it's, I don't know, for something like, where before we had, I've just got the Batman here, which are magnetic. This is the other Inart Joker, rather. To be honest, ball ache. They don't hold. They've got no strength, these magnets. So I was frustrated with this straight away. And then we've gone back to the sort of wrist pegs, and the wrist pegs are an absolute nightmare. So I'm gonna try and not change these over and over on this review, because I'll be here all day and I'll get frustrated. But yeah, this is a little moan with these guys. And I did speak to a few people, like I said, in our group that I work, we talk about in our Facebook groups and Instagram groups, and everyone said the same. So it's really, that pisses me off. They come with the Polaroids. I'm not going to open them. I'll never use them. They, again, they look pretty good. I think that's like a smoke grenade, a kryptonite grenade. Comes with a lumber kryptonite. I'll get another look. Probably never won't use that. Do like this though. This is like the kryptonite spear that I think. Do you know what? I've not seen Batman vs Superman in a little while, but I'm sure he kills Doomsdays with that anyway. But I might use that anyway. And this is the this is quite cool. This is the magnetized Ben Affleck Batfleck mask, which I'll pose with in a minute. So yeah, that's what it comes with. It comes with the pole, the stand. Again, I'm going to be honest, I hate the magnet thing in these. I don't use them, as you know, guys, which I've spoke about before. If I did pose him like normally, he will go on a custom stand like I use. I'm only showing this is because it's going to probably break my OCD up a little bit and annoy it, but I am going to use this obviously if he wants to fly, and that comes with a pole that you attach in the back, which I'll show you in a bit. Again, there's loads of reviews on these, so this is just an overview for me. And I will do a flying pose because that's the one thing I want. It also comes with a sort of wired cape, and I am going to use that. And again, I'm not really one that normally does that with figures. I like the drape capes, as you can see, like with the Batman DX19. I've got the drape cape, and I got a drape cape with the new Batman from 1/6 kit. Oh, and also the Jackson drape cape from the new 89 Batman. So I like the sort of drape capes on things like that. But for this, with the Superman one, I've seen so many great poses that I'm going to nick that I've seen online, because this has obviously been out a while. I am going to try that. So look, I'm going to do a couple more poses. Oh, and also, sorry, I'm going to show you, we also got the angry face, which I'll put on next with another pose, and then I'll show you. Apart from the ball ache of changing the hands again, I had to heat them up. This is wicked. I really like this. It's got like a magnet on the hand, and the mask is nice, but this is the first time I've actually put the, oh man, that's awesome. The sort of angry face is really cool. So I really like this. Looks great. I've been quite lucky that I've got a lot of people have had their capes, having a problem with their capes over the shoulders. I've been quite lucky with that at the moment. I'm sort of, I'm not going to lie, dreading changing the cape over to the other one, but I want to try it. What's the whole point of spending this much money on something that you can't do? But I know a few people have had trouble with it, so I'll give that a go in a minute. But yeah, man, the suit is really nice. Seems quite sturdy. It's, you know, I'm obviously worried a little bit about it bunching up and you know, sort of getting damaged, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm gonna try and, I'm not gonna over pose it, you know. I'm not as you know, on my sort of channel, I'm not someone that does it on like extreme poses and stuff like that, so I won't be doing that. But I want to do a nice flying pose for a while. But yeah, this is awesome. It holds the mask really well. This cape's nice, by the way, as well. It's a really nice drape cape. You know, I've had all the Supermans, Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and the Justice League one. I didn't get the black one actually, and the capes were pretty crap, to be honest. And a load of people, I remember the first Man of Steel, so many people were doing like Jackson capes, and you had to stick it and everything like that. But this is all right. This is quite nice, and hopefully it's not a ball ache to change. But yeah, guys, I'm really impressed with this. And you know, again, this has been out a while, so you know, there's been so many reviews, and probably everyone's probably sick to death of looking at this, but I thought I'd review it quickly. You know, I'm not expecting this to set the world alight, this video, but you know, it's something that's always going to be there, so I can show you. Yeah, look at that. Really nice. Really, really nice. Obviously the eyes move as well, which I will try and do later, but I'm not going to go overboard with that. But that mask is nice. I might try that on the flying pose as well. And yeah, right, I am going to now try and change the cape over and get them in a flying pose and do a few things with that. I have to admit, the wide cape was actually all right to put in. Just take these out here in slots. This side was a little bit tricky actually, and I sort of not forced it, but I was a little bit more forceful with that side, and I was a bit worried, but it came out in the end and it was all right. And I have to admit, I'm not a massive, so like I said before, cape, sort of, you know, wide cape person. I like the drape stuff, but this looks amazing. Looks so epic, like in the wind, like, you know, he's standing there, you know, just looking up at something, I don't know, looking up at something. But it looks really cool, and like I say, I'm just gonna put it on the flight stand in a minute, and that's the sort of final sort of pose I'm gonna go for, as in the flying with the wide cape. I might do a couple of poses just to show you, you know, what you could do with both heads. Quite like the sort of the spear as well. So, but yeah, overall you know, the cape is really well made and it looks awesome, really good. I'm really impressed. Here he is in his flight pose now, which was really easy to do. There's a zipper on the back of the suit that you just insert the square stand peg. So much easier than Hot Toys. You know, the sort of waist grabber thing that could damage the suit. This is so much better. Like I said, the cape is loads of fun to get it, you know, like in a flying pose. I'm not sure if I've, you know, done that in, you know, great way. I mean, it can be so different because wind is so different, isn't it? So, you know, so it's dramatic as you want it to be. Some angles this looks great, and then I look at another angle and it looks rubbish. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. I was a little bit worried about the light moducase height when I got the, you know, when I wanted to pose it like this. I didn't want it to be like touching the ceiling, you know, on because that would look pretty rubbish, because sometimes when the light hits it here, you can see it. Sorry guys, I've got a bit of a cold, so I'm sniffing a lot today. When the light hits the figure's face, it can look a bit weird because if you're up high, but it doesn't look too bad here with the Cavill sculpt. And a few people have said the sculpt is quite pale, but I think it's pretty good. In hand, it's good. But yeah, this is the first like sort of pose of him flying. Sorry, the floorboards are creaky as well, so I'm one of those days today. But yeah, it looks pretty epic. Like I say, the wrist pegs are quite nice as well. They do move, but yeah, it's this is the definitely sort of vibe I'm going to go for with the flying pose. I'm just going to give you a few more options of what you could do. So I love this. This is tempting to keep it in this pose. Carbonite spear. Hand was quite, well, the hand was a ball ache as usual to change, but like it comes with the sort of, that's the holding the spear hand, you know, it tells you in the manual which one. This again has got the cowl magnetized hand, which is brilliant. It's really strong, stronger than the bloody the base, much stronger, which, you know, I mean, the base is a disappointment, but, and obviously again the angry sculpt there, which I didn't think I'd like as much, but it looks cool. Yeah, this is tempting for this to be the final sort of pose. I'm going to put the other one on, you know, the other head on, and just see what I can, you know, see the options. But I love this. It's awesome. Look at that. That's great. It's going in. Yeah, Inart. This is a good release. There's some really things that piss me off with it, but it looks great when it's posed like that. That looks awesome. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Again, if I've done the cape wrong, I don't, you know, as long as it looks all right. It's one of those that you can always be tweaking it, but I think that looks pretty good. I'm not, like I say, I'm a museum poser, so it's not like I'm very dynamic with a lot of my stuff, as you can probably see here. That's probably the most dynamic thing I'll go for, and then it's all like more museum-y sort of stuff here. So, you know, for me to do this, you know, this sort of vibe is quite unusual, but I do like it. Right, decided to go for this pose. Neutral head sculpt, cape flown in the wind, carbonite spear, flying, like looking into the distance. But the good thing is it's so easy to change the head. The hands are a ball ache, as I've said a million times, but they are real pain in the arse. But I'll keep it like this for a while. The cape is real fun to sort of, you know, sort of pose. Again, like, you know, you might look at this and go, oh, that looks shit, but I think it looks all right. And I think, you know, you could just keep playing with it and playing with it. I mean, some of the shots online on Instagram with some of the posing this figure they're unreal, and, you know, a real inspiration for me to have a little play, you know, now and again, you know, when I've got a bit of time, just to put him in another pose. This is a really good figure. I'm so glad I picked it up. It's a great likeness to Henry Cavill. My only major nitpicks are the base is, I thought, really crap. It's hard to find. You've got the little sort of circle thing where you have to move the magnets around, and I couldn't really, I didn't think it worked very well, to be honest. I'll go back to these stands if I go with the Superman on the ground, you know, like if it's posing without the fly-in. I've got it all ready to go already. So and the other nitpick, like, as I keep saying, is the hands are absolute pain in the arse to change. which is crazy. But like one of the guys said in the group, in our groups, the peg is more of a square shape than a circle shape. For the, you know, the circle is in the hands and the pegs are quite squarish, so that's why. So you have to heat them up to get them in. I've done it now. I've done a little review, like I said, so I won't be changing them too much. But overall, guys, this is a really good figure. Inart's still got to iron out a few sort of things, like I say, hands and base and everything like that. But apart from those sort of things, I'm pretty happy. Thanks to Kit at 16 Kit for you know, sending this through. He always delivers. The box was amazing. It's sent in treble boxed. You know, the figure had no problems about getting damaged because it was so well packaged. But look, this hopefully will turn into quite a quick review and not me just blabbling on as usual. Thanks very much for watching this, guys. Please subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate it. Comment on what you think. Have you got this yet? What do you think of it, etc. And I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye.